Hi everyone, this is the Cool Geek, and this is the first ever video for the Excel VBA videos that I'm going to start. And here's a quick list of the topics that we are going to take forward in the first series of the Excel VBA videos. So we're going to begin today with what is programming language, go through the various topics, each one video at a time. So I'm going to keep this video very spontaneous and uh, creative at the same time. That's how I feel is a better way to communicate and train Excel VBA. So I will begin with let's start off with the first topic. What is programming language? So once I go to this page, so many of you have different definitions of what is programming language. I'm going to uh, teach you this stuff how I see it. So basically, a set of instructions to perform particular task. They can either perform one task or a multiple tasks. So how can we demonstrate this to you? So let's say I want to add these two numbers by clicking this button. So this is nothing but my instruction one. If I click this, it will add the number. Similarly, if I do in another instruction, that is this one, you see that there are a lot of things happening here. I have addition of some number, also a pop-up message comes up, and you might have noticed that my cursor, my range has been selected to F16. So let me show that to you again. I'm just going to clear the values, which is another instruction at this time, which is doing it. It is multiple tasks. It's clearing two range at one time, right? So I have selected this range and I click instruction 2 again. You see that it has done multiple activities. So it has first added the two numbers, then selected this range, and then given a pop-up text. So hope you get the idea of what a set of instructions mean. So I have instruction 1 which only adds one stuff, that's one instruction. Instruction 2 performs multiple tasks, adding the numbers, giving you the changing the range selection to one location, that is F16, and giving you a message saying that the addition is complete. So once we know what a set of instructions mean, of what is a programming language, let's move on forward and understand how I see this thing. So basically, a programming language has four major steps involved in it, and this is what we are going to require for writing our Excel VBA, and it has helped me write the programming language better. So the first step is obviously input. So obviously I want to give a correct input. I know what I want to give input so that I get a proper output. Then the storage. So I need to know what I want to store from these inputs, or store a particular set of values while the program is running. Um, that's that's the storage part of it, and it is a very important role in writing optimized code, wherein we used optimized nice variables to write faster codes that perform faster activities. Obviously, in the small codes, this will not make a major difference, but the more the complexity increases, the storage will play a role in optimizing the code. Then we come on to manipulation. That is nothing but simple. It can be as simple as addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, concatenation of two strings, and so on and so forth. Once we do the manipulation, then we expect our output. So we need to know where we are giving our inputs, and we need to know where we are expecting our outputs also as well. Similar to the previous steps, I have given my inputs here and I'm expecting my output here, not somewhere here or here like that. That's how we see it. Similarly, I can clear values of these two cells only, right, where I add them, and that's where the output is getting shown. And Similarly, you can see the output is shown here, the inputs are here. Now what is stored is these two numbers, right? So what is the manipulation here? It's nothing but the addition that is happening. So I'm storing these two inputs, I am manipulating uh, by adding them, and then my output is given in a particular range, that is FE18. Now, once we understand these four steps, I'm going to involve these four steps going forward very neatly, and you're going to see the programming becomes much easier when we divide our programming into these four steps. Now, to give you a much more better perspective on why these things work out together, let's consider an ATM machine. Got some Arabic ATM machine picture here, but yeah, let's see how it works out. So, what are the inputs that are involved in using the ATM machine? A good guess is a card, your ATM card, obviously, and the password required to use that card. Okay, now what is stored? Now, stored can be your user details. Obviously, your details are stored with the bank, which is why you are able to use the card. Now, I cannot put some random card and it will give you the money. It has to be your card. Your details are stored with the bank, and your password is also encrypted and stored with them. So, basically, we can say that the first two steps are pretty much known. Now let's come to the manipulation parts. You insert your ATM card, you put your pin amount, and how does the ATM card come out, the machine know that that is your correct password? Obviously, it has your encrypted password stored somewhere. It compares the password. That's where a true or false uh, thing is happening. So it says either it matches or does not matches. If it matches, it will allow you to proceed further. If it does not matches, it will throw out your card again. Yeah. Now another thing is withdrawal amount debited from our account. So I'll just correct that, from our account. So this is another calculation, nothing but our total balance minus the amount that we have withdrawn. That would be another manipulation that is happening, and a lot of other manipulations, like at the time of your transaction, the amount, available balance, and so on. So many calculations are available, and finally what we expect is cash. We do not expect a check or some memo wherein I'm going to use that. That's not going to be useful to me. And some machines obviously throw out the card, some machines have a different way of it, and sometimes we might also opt for an payslip also. uh, Payslip, sorry, it's not payslip, it is your slip, transaction slip. That's right, yep. So this is how we can explain those four things. Now without these four things, obviously the program would not have understood what to do. This is a proper direction of how we are going to structure our programming language, right? So this is what I feel is a programming language, and we're going to use these steps going ahead. Let me just jump the gun and show you a bit of the coding. You might be excited to look at some of the code. So here, what is a programming language? I have written two codes. One is the transaction instruction one, only one task. You can see that one line of code. The other two lines are nothing but comments, so we can ignore this. But as you can see, there is one line of code which performs one task. Similarly, I have instruction 2, which is nothing but task 1 is nothing but adding of those two numbers. Task 2 is selecting a particular range F16, and message box is nothing but addition completed. So just to give you a small perspective of how it looks while I'm running it, what I'll do is I'll just partition my windows so you can get a better look at them. So this is how it goes. You can just see the first task. I'll just clear the values and you see the first task. The first task happening. So if I just run this code, you can see that my number has been added. Similarly, you can also see that I can run the second thing and the same thing happens. So that's how we will end this video and this session. Um, so if you like my video and want to continue this series, please watch the next part of this video. That is nothing but what type of programming language we are going to use for Excel VBA. Thank you for watching and visit my channel or website if you like my videos. Thank you.